going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Hopefully you have enjoyed very good holidays. Hopefully you got all the gifts you wanted. Hopefully you spent some very good time with your friends and family. And I know that you're already coming back into the channel to check more transfer news and updates. This is the start of Transfer Daily. This is going to carry on until the end of the transfer window, where we're gonna cover news updates, error scenes today. So be sure to check out the channel daily because you're gonna get your recent updates on the most possible or the most talked about transfers in the news today. In this video, we're gonna cover a possible departure from Old Trafford, as well as a quite surprising transfer if it was to happen. And we're gonna start with that one. That's going to be Brighton to sign Moussa Dembele. Apparently, Sky Sports reported David Solkov claims that Celtic have accepted a bid from Brighton for star striker Moussa Dembele. The fee is reported to be around £18 million, which should be considered a very good and decent value given his goal scoring record and also the extremely inflated market that we're currently in. It would be an amazing deal if Brighton was able to get this. The 21-year-old scored 32 goals in 49 appearances last season and has 8 in 19 for the current campaign, so it's quite breaking if this was going to happen. I gotta say that according to the bullshit meter I have suggested in the bottom right corner of the screen, I'm gonna say that this is perhaps kind of likely. I'm gonna go with likely, really. I think that this signing can happen. I think it will be a very good signing for Brighton, and it wouldn't be as much as a surprise going for him to go as a starting level in a mid-table team for a Premier League side. I'm saying mid-table team because Brighton are currently sitting in the 12th position, so that will be a very good starting point for Moussa Dembele, and then he could definitely go on towards a team like a Liverpool or perhaps a Spurs. I think that if Harry Kane were to leave, it could be possible that Spurs could look into the likes of Moussa Dembele as soon as he gets better and gets a little more experience in the Premier League. For the next signing, we're gonna go from a mid-table team to a team that should be challenging and aspiring to be champions this season, and that's going to be Manchester United. I already know which player I'm going to say, and that is going to be Henrik Mkhitaryan. The out-of-favor cam/winger has been sitting in the bench for most of the first half in the season, and apparently he's been linked with an escape route to Inter de Milan. Inter Milan definitely has an option to get this player. I think that it could be a very good possibility for Mkhitaryan as he's not playing anything in Manchester United. He's a player which I rate very highly. On his day, he's superb, and I think he's very effective when played in the right system. It's simple. United have drifted away from the play that Mkhitaryan likes, meaning that when Mkhitaryan plays, he likes to be behind the striker, and that this simply just doesn't happen anymore with United this time around. So United may want to look out for escape route for Mkhitaryan because Mourinho could get some extra money to get a player that fits better to his current system. I gotta say that Mkhitaryan to Inter de Milan would be a quite interesting signing. I don't know if he would slide in right away because Borja Valero has been enjoying a very good start to the season. However, Valero could play as a deep line playmaker, allowing for a place for Mkhitaryan up there behind the striker. I think that it will be a good signing, and in my bullshit meter, I'm gonna call it as a meh. Perhaps it could happen. I could see it being possible, but the only thing that's keep worrying me about this transfer is that it's been reported as a loan until the end of the season, and we don't see no more loans for just 6 months. So it would be quite interesting to see if it's a loan with an offer to buy or just a loan offer straight away. I think that if he has an option to buy, it could be very likely that Mkhitaryan could be leaving for greener pastures at the end of the transfer window. But now, who is going to replace Mkhitaryan at United? Apparently Mourinho wants this guy from Brazil, this guy who plays at Bordeaux. His name is Malcolm. I've seen this guy progressing in FIFA because he went from a 79 rated player to an 81 rated player, from like 86 potential to like 89, so it seems that he's the real deal now. It seems that he has been progressing very nicely, and it has attracted the interest of clubs like Manchester United, most definitely. So in this time around, it seems that the French outfit, so that being Bordeaux, wants to hold up for 15 million for Malcolm, while United are ready to bid just for 33. However, United tried to see something interesting like that and wants to bring a very special deal to the table. They're ready to bid 33 million according to the Mirror in the UK, but they are also ready to loan him back to Bordeaux until the end of the season. Mourinho thinks that he can hold off with the players he currently have in attack and later be able to bring Malcolm for the next season. Apparently this is a move that seems to be already on talks and could happen and be sealed by the end of the window. However, I think that this move is complete total BS. So this is going to be the bullshit transfer of this episode. I really don't see it happening that someone like Mourinho will go for Malcolm. Malcolm is not exactly a, world-renowned workhorse or a player who is ready to, give everybody in everything he has on the field. He's more of a technical gifted player and likes to play in a team perhaps sort of like a Barcelona, which are ready for attack. Mourinho doesn't need this player, and I don't see him fitting in a similar way to Mkhitaryan. I would say that Mkhitaryan in this scenario would fit even better than this guy Malcolm. So it really makes no sense at all. Malcolm is more attacking than Mkhitaryan. Malcolm likes to have the ball more, and United don't want to have the ball. They all want to do is defend. So it really makes no sense that Malcolm would try to go for United if he has a decent agent, knowing at what United are playing right now. And I think we all know what United likes to play, and that's to park the bus. And now for the final story of this episode. Apparently Huddersfield are ready to bid 14 million for the Monaco out of favor right back, and that's going to be Al-Mami Touré. This guy from Mali looks very promising. He's young, he's powerful, he's fast, he's good passer, he's a good dribbler. He has all the attributes you want in a right back, and apparently Huddersfield is ready to bid for this guy. For me, he's a player who has definitely been shown as a good overall presence in the Monaco side, playing alongside very important matches like Dortmund in the Champions League last season, and I think he could definitely add a lot of, flair to a team like Huddersfield, who can necessarily gonna help them break down teams in the long term throughout the 90 minutes. I think this signing looks very promising, and I think it could happen. So I'm going to go with a likely or even very likely on the bullshit meter. I think Al-Mami Touré to Huddersfield is very close. That's gonna be everything for today, guys. Just like always, remember to drop us a like, leave us a subscribe, turn on the bell notification icon, and follow us on all other social media to keep up to date. Make sure to make this channel a part of your daily routine. I've been your host for the day. See you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.